Before we even get started into this video, let me preface by saying this. I am not a professional painter. I do not paint cars for a living, nor do I really paint anything for a living. So with that being said, for a long time I have really bashed on cheap paint guns because they're junk, honestly. Every one of them that I've ever used, seen, or touched has just felt cheap and no good. Well, today I'm showing you a product which is no different. What we have here is the PowRyte Basic HVLP spray gun. Now this came in a kit. There was this gun, the filter dryer, the regulator, and its little baby brother. Now, both of these, all of this stuff right here, plus a little cleaning kit that came with it, cost me $40. But you just said cheap guns are junk. Yeah, I did. But I had a purpose for this. I was not painting a car. I was not painting a truck. I was not painting anything that was super nice. What I was doing was painting my air compressor. Now you've watched the first part probably by now. If you haven't, hop on over to our channel and check out our air compressor restoration series. We're just getting that started as I'm doing this. And I needed to spray some cheap paint, some really cheap paint. A quart of paint cost me $14.99. Then there was some reducer and some other stuff. I had probably in the realm of $25 to $30 into what would equate to about half a gallon sprayable. Now, I didn't really want to run paint that cheap through a $500 paint gun. So, you never know with the farm and implement paint and stuff like that. It's usually okay, but it's not always the nicest stuff. So I thought, let's buy a cheap paint gun. This one appears to be the fluid control, and this one appears to be the air that goes through to determine your spray pattern. But this one down here, I don't even know why this knob is here, because I tried turning it up and down, and as long as my regulator was set right, it didn't seem to matter much as long as it wasn't fully closed. So who knows about that, but it took a little fiddling around to get it to spray nice, but once I had it set up, it sprayed pretty good. Why don't we have a look and see how the gun laid the paint down. Masked off around our little sticker there and this thing up here, but you can see there's some dull patches here and there, but overall it has a pretty nice gloss. Yeah, there's dirt in it. I was just spraying in my garage, didn't prep. I mean, you can see there's a cobweb down here in it. I did sand this briefly and threw some rattle can primer on it, but didn't sand the primer, didn't do anything like that. But for what it is, I didn't even clean the dirt off up here. So a lot of the finish problems are my fault. But I wanted to get it covered up and make it look a little bit nicer than what it was. And I would say I've succeeded. I'm pretty happy with that. Would I buy this gun again? Yeah, absolutely. However, with this paint gun, I'm not going to expect a perfect finish on anything I spray. I'll use this gun to paint a tractor, paint my house doors, paint a boat trailer. I don't need a perfect finish. I'm not going to paint a car with this. I'm not going to paint my truck with this. I'm going to use this to paint stuff that I'm not as concerned about. And that's fine. That's exactly what this is for. A gun like this, you could paint a car or a truck with this gun. Would it be as good as if you used a higher end gun? It's debatable. Personally, I would say no. But if you're meticulous enough and set it up right and are spraying good paint out of it, you'd probably do as good or very close to as good of a job. It's not a bad gun for what it is. Thanks for watching.